One of the most popular electric cars here in Australia, in fact, one of the most popular electric cars in many countries around the world, has been both recalled for battery problems and at the same time it has been discounted, but only for 4 weeks. The discount is for 4 weeks. The battery problems, I don't know how long those will go on. Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. There's been a lot of criticism lately about BYD and their blade batteries catching fire. I think a lot of this is fabricated and made up. I don't see any real substance behind these claims. No real evidence. There has been problems with BYD's batteries, but those have been the ternary batteries that BYD use in their plug-in hybrids. Speaking of ternary batteries, and a competitor to the BYD blade battery powered BYD ID.3 that you can buy right now in many countries around the world is the MG EV. The MG EV is actually the cheapest electric car you can buy in Australia right now, today, especially with this rebate. Especially if you live in Queensland and you can get a $6,000 discount on top of this price, then you're looking at a car you're going to get for less than 40,000 Australian dollars. That's about 30,000. In fact, that's a bit less than 30,000 US dollars. The MG EV. Now, who makes MG cars? SAIC in China is the parent company. They own the brand MG. They bought MG after it basically descended into a nothing brand. MG are a story brand. They come from the UK, but the company kind of disappeared, and then SAIC came in and bought the brand. Now they make their very compelling, very impressive MG4 electric car. That is powered by both either LFP, lithium iron phosphate batteries, or lithium ternary batteries. You have a choice. The MG EV, you don't get a choice. However, there have been some upgrades to the MG EV. There's now a long range version, there's a shorter range version, 2 battery options, and it's actually very affordable in Australia, especially now with this discount. MG say on their website that there is a $2,000 discount if you purchase before the end of the 30th of June. That's in New Zealand, but I believe they're doing the same deals in Australia as well right now. However, MG's plug-in hybrids of this model and the fully electric car in this model have been recalled due to fire risks with the battery. Lithium ternary batteries are definitely much more likely to have fire issues or smoke issues or any kind of issues of that nature than lithium iron phosphate batteries. For example, Tesla have sold literally now millions of lithium iron phosphate powered Model 3s and Model Ys, and there has been almost no battery issues with them whatsoever. Even though they've been involved in, of course, thousands of crashes, as is what happens when you sell this many cars. I mean, people hit you, there's nothing you can do about it, but there hasn't really been any major fire problems with those batteries. They're amazingly good with impact protection, with fire issues. LFP batteries are really the way to go. So what that means is if you're buying a standard range Tesla Model Y or Tesla Model 3 anywhere outside of North America, even in Canada now you get the LFP battery packs in the standard range car. Even in the US you do, except for on the Model Y. The Model 3, the standard range Model 3, has a lithium iron phosphate battery pack from CATL. They manufacture them. However, the Model Y has Tesla's 4680 battery cells, which are a cylindrical cell, they're a ternary battery, and they're not an LFP battery cell. Are they bad or good? We don't know yet, they're pretty new, but I'd say that they're pretty good considering what I've seen from Sandy Munro's teardown of the Model Y with 4680 cells. However, if you're looking at the batteries that go into the cars in the Gigafactory in Germany, the Tesla Model Y uses both BYD LFP cells and it uses CATL's LFP cells in the standard range, the cheapest, most affordable model. Now getting back to MG, 4th best-selling EV in Australia, really popular, the MG EV, because it's very, very affordable. However, MG has recalled 5,200 examples of the 2021-2022 EV and plug-in hybrid, saying an electrical fault can spark a fire. The recall notice logged with the Department of Infrastructure says, due to a manufacturing defect, the carpet underlay may be positioned between the nut and the electrical ground stud. If the nut detaches over time due to vibrations whilst driving, it could cause the wiring beneath the floor to overheat and it may result in a fire inside the vehicle. So that recall was actually issued a couple of days ago in Australia. That covers, I believe, only Australian vehicles at this point. I don't think there's any other countries that are involved in this recall yet, but there could be. maybe just check with your local MG distributor. If you've bought an EV in the UK, they sell MGs in the UK, in Europe, in China, in many other countries where they're sold around the world. Now, does this mean you shouldn't buy an MG ZS EV? Well, wouldn't be my first choice. I'd probably get a BYD ID.3 over this one, or I would wait and buy what I think is a better car, the MG4. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.